Now, first on the Western Slope, you're watching KREX5 News at 10 p.m.
Good evening and thanks for watching KREX5 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Chance Stickland. Hope you've had a great weekend. We start tonight with an update on a road closure on I-70 to tell you about. In a video posted on CDOT's Twitter page earlier today at 1:15 p.m., I-70 through Glenwood Canyon had reopened. This included eastbound and westbound, and then at 3:45, a new safety closure was re-implemented. And as of 5:30 this evening, CDOT has reopened westbound and eastbound through Glenwood Canyon. Another road closure to tell you about. Take a look at this photo posted on CDOT's Facebook page this morning from US 6 and Loveland Pass. The road was closed most of the day, so crews could clean up a mudslide last night near a basin. Alternate route is I-70 Eisenhower Tunnel. We will continue to update you with information as it becomes available. More mudslides to tell you about tonight in San Miguel County, just southwest of Grand Junction. These photos were posted on the sheriff's Twitter page. The areas affected are the Norwood Hill area, 33 miles northwest of Telluride. Mudslides and flooding are not the only hazardous weather Colorado is experiencing right now. A wildfire just north of Steamboat Springs continues to grow. Firefighters continue battling the Morgan Creek fire. The Rocky Mountain Incident Management Team Black is in charge. The wildfire has burned 5,661 acres and is now 4% contained. The fire started on July 9th and the cause can now be confirmed as lightning. Well, fires aren't just affecting the Western Slope. Hot and dry conditions have caused crews to battle flames in the state of California. Take a look at this wild video. A new fire quickly erupted today just a few miles from the Dixie Fire in Quincy, California. The fire is being called the Fly Fire and is under investigation to find out if it is a new fire or a spot fire from the Dixie Fire. Forced evacuations along numerous areas, including parts of the city of Quincy, are in place. This fire will threaten hundreds of homes tomorrow. Shots of flare-ups, flame-covered mountains, and firemen continue working on the fire. Well, we are just 2 weeks before the start of the new school year for District 51 right here in Mesa County, and an opportunity for some students to pack their bags before the first day of school. Our Austin Sachs spoke to some families who said today's event saved them a trip to the store.
Students across the valley are preparing to head back to school, and Operation Backpack is supplying students with the basics.
I think it's great that we have organizations like this that are able to come out and help provide these, tools for parents to kind of help ease the strain of all the things that we've got to get together when it comes to back to school.
Back to school season is here, and getting ready for school has never been easier. The Americans for Prosperity Foundation, through Operation Backpack, is giving students and their families the opportunity to stop by today's event and feel prepared for school by getting a free backpack filled with supplies. The Americans for Prosperity Foundation understands what it takes to get a student ready for school, and supplying backpacks is just the beginning.
Today is a combination of making sure that people have access to both the resources and the information to make the best decision for their child.
Students receive supplies, and families had the opportunity to have a conversation about their students' educational needs.
Yeah, we have supplies, but we also have information about open enrollment periods. We have information on there about tutoring and other forms of educational resources that family need, be it all the way from homeschool to traditional brick and mortar schools, because every child learns differently. We want to make sure that parents have the right information to help their child.
The Americans for Prosperity Foundation wants to support students and their families so that they are not just prepared for school, but also understand all the educational resources available to them. First on the Western Slope, I'm Austin Sack, KREX5 News.
Americans for Prosperity met in Grand Junction and with the support of volunteers gave away 1,000 backpacks loaded with supplies. The Department of Interior Secretary Deb Haaland was in Colorado this week on Friday. She made a stop in Grand Junction to discuss some major issues impacting the western United States. Secretary Haaland's visit comes just as the Interior Department reviews the headquarters being in Grand Junction. Elected officials like Governor Jared Polis and Congresswoman Lauren Boebert joined Secretary Haaland to talk about the future of the BLM's headquarters. and how the wildfires have impacted much of the region. While no conclusions were reached on if the BLM headquarters will stay here, Secretary Holland revealed a federal investment into local fire fighting efforts.
I am so proud to announce that Grand Junction Air Center will receive a $6.1 million investment to repair the complex and tanker base. That's very exciting.
Following her visit to Grand Junction, Secretary Holland went to Ridgeway to discuss the outdoor recreation industry as part of a community roundtable. Turning our attention to COVID-19 now, let's take a look at the most recent COVID case count for Mesa County. According to the most recent information posted on the county's data dashboard, there are 27 new cases of coronavirus. The one-week average positivity rate is 3.5%, along with a one-week case rate of 150.4. 24 people are currently in the hospital, and the county has 11 days of declining or stable new hospital admissions. Well, the Delta variant is rapidly turning America's attention back to the pandemic. The Biden administration is considering a third shot for at-risk Americans. Cases are up in 46 states this past week, especially those with large unvaccinated populations. Michael George reports.
With COVID cases surging nationwide, the Biden administration is acknowledging some of the most vulnerable Americans, like those with compromised immune systems, may need a third vaccine shot. The highly contagious Delta variant is spreading faster than health experts first predicted.
There's a whole bunch of people who are unvaccinated here in the heart of the Midwest, which is why I think we're kind of the epicenter of this outbreak.
But it's not just the Midwest. Florida is the country's biggest COVID hotspot, with more cases than California, Texas, New York, and Illinois combined. In Miami, Harlan McFun is fighting for his life and regretting he never got the vaccine.
If I could recommend anything to anyone is to get the vaccine.
A new projection from COVID researchers suggests the U.S. will hit a peak in October, with daily death rates triple what they are now.
It's going to vary a lot by state, but those that haven't seen those big surges and have low vaccine are really at risk for seeing their healthcare systems overwhelmed.
Officials in Tennessee say they're resuming vaccine outreach to teens and children, just weeks after it was halted under pressure from state Republicans. In St. Louis, indoor mask mandates are back, but Missouri's Attorney General will be in court Monday to fight them. Here in New York, Mayor Bill de Blasio is urging private employers to require their workers be vaccinated. He suggested he'll do the same for hundreds of thousands of city employees as well. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
A story we reported here in Mesa County earlier this week is now becoming an issue all across the United States, and that's passports. The State Department says it could take up to 18 weeks to get your passport application or renewal. Christina Ruffini reports from Washington.
In Los Angeles, people pitched tents and lined up around the block.
This is actually our third day here. The first day that I got here for the will call, I showed up at midnight and waited for the window to open at 7 a.m.
But they're not trying to score concert tickets or a new iPhone. What they want is a passport.
For the last 6 months, I have been trying to get my passport renewed. I have been calling, texting, emailing, carrier pigeon, bat signaling, you name it.
The State Department is trying to clear a backlog of up to 2 million passports, thanks both to staffing problems during the pandemic and a sudden surge in newly vaccinated Americans looking to go abroad.
We are working just as expeditiously as we possibly can, knowing that the traveling public has legitimate interests in travel.
But profiteers also had an interest, using bots to flood the State Department's online system for urgent or emergency travel and booking up all the slots.
They're selling multiple appointments to people for thousands and thousands of dollars on a website that's supposed to be helping each other. It's disgusting.
In response, the State Department shut down the website. Now, the only way to get an appointment is to call the passport hotline and hope someone picks up.
I am freaking out because I call every day to try and get an answer.
Kelsey and Heston Rankin applied for passports in May, but only his arrived. She's worried she might not get her documents before the imminent departure of their non-refundable flight.
One day I spent roughly 4.5 hours, but typically you can't even get through on the national passport line because it's always a busy signal.
Now, the passport office told Kelsey they do think she'll get her documents back one day before she's set to leave.
Well, stay with us. We've got your full weather forecast plus sports coming up. Stay there.